Hi guys, gotta keep feeling like I should say like and subscribe. Hey guys, like and subscribe, hit that like button. You don't have to. I know some of you don't like it. Okay, kinetic energy. Again, we've done some of this recently, now we're just going to throw an equation at it. So, kinetic energy. If we take an object and we give it kinetic energy, it means it moves. And there's two ways to get more kinetic energy. One is make it move faster. We call that the velocity. The other thing is increase the mass, make it bigger. And that's why really heavy, big things moving fast have loads of kinetic energy. It's why you can't get in front of a moving car and stop it, unless you're Superman. So we can write in our own words, and a lot of this is in the revision guide, so just copy that. My notes are never as good. Let me get rid of that. Go away. There we go. So we can say moving objects have kinetic energy. The equation is kinetic energy, Ke, because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to write the whole thing out, is equal to half of the mass times the velocity squared. Like that. So let's take a typical object. Say we were throwing that ball from the other lesson. Taking a football, mass of 0.5 kilograms. Already I can see I've made my life hard. I'm going to kick the ball along and it's going at, really going to try and keep it simple, 2 meters per second. So let's give it a go. So we do half the mass. That will be 0.25, a quarter. We do v squared, which would be 2 times 2, 4. Haha, I have made it easy. So the kinetic energy of this ball will be 4 times 0.25, which is 1 joule of energy. That's it. It looks worse than it really is. So make sure you've got that equation in. Also, the notes are in the revision guide. That'll be a level 1 to 5 question. Can you memorise it, put the numbers in, get the right answer? Where it'll get trickier, level 5 to 7, is can you rearrange it? A little bit trickier than last lesson. It will go in a triangle, if it would draw a triangle. Let's try that again. And again. Boom. And this time just 2 things at the bottom. So we can go kinetic energy. And we could just treat these as numbers. Half m, there's one number. V squared, there's the other. So if I wanted to find out, for example, how fast something was going, what I would do is I would cover up the one I want, in this case v squared. I say what I see, Ke over half m. So I write Ke over half m. But I have a little problem. And my problem is, at the moment, I've covered up v squared, not v. So at the moment, that's v squared. And how do we get rid of a square? We take the square root. And if I do that, that's the equation for v. What about mass? So let's try mass. How would we rearrange it to get mass, the subject? And all of a sudden my iPad is crashing and not letting me get off that. Let me just close that. Get rid of it. And go back. Try that again. So how would we get rid of the mass? Here we go. So we cover up the one we want, half m. We get Ke over v squared. But that's half the mass. So the number you get, if you do Ke over v squared, is half of the real answer. So to get all of the answer, you times it by 2. Like that. And the 2 and the half cancel out, so you get m. And there it is. I'll just rewrite that up a bit neater. It's not my finest work. Let's give it a go. So you'd have 2 Ke over v squared. So what I would do is do Ke divided by v squared first, get a number, then I would multiply it by 2. And that is it. Let's give it one go. Let's take a roller coaster. Roller coaster's got a mass of 100 kilograms. And while it was at the top, it had 1,000, I know I'm going to regret this, 1,000 joules of gravitational energy. So as it goes down here, it's turning all its GPE into KE. And the question is, if you know the mass and you know how much KE it had, 1,000 joules, can you work out how fast it's going? And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to do this without a calculator, but let's give it a go. So we get V squared is equal to KE over 50, half the mass, there it is. We put in KE was, it came from the gravitational energy, so it was 1,000. That's equals to 20. And so V is equal to root 20. And you're right, I can't work that out in my head. So you can, you probably have a calculator. But that's how you would solve it. And now, if you can do that reliably, you're rock and rolling. You're reliably getting a level 7, level 8. It's quite a high level skill to do. But it's not that hard compared to some of the maths you guys do. So give it a go. As always, put your photograph in the submitted bit, press the hand in button, either a photograph of your page or you've told me an excuse, you can't do it, dogs at your laptop, that kind of stuff. And take care. Bye.